Hey guys, today we're going to recap the horror thriller movie The Menu, released in 2022. What if your dinner reservation turned into a deadly game? In this chilling, darkly funny film, an exclusive dining experience turns into a twisted night of secrets, revenge, and shocking revelations. So grab a seat at the table, because this menu comes with more than just food. It comes with a deadly price. The movie begins with a young couple, Margot and Tyler, waiting at a dock to board a private boat. Tyler is clearly obsessed with the high-end dining experience they're about to have, while Margot seems less impressed. They're heading to a remote island to dine at Hawthorne, an exclusive restaurant run by the world-famous, but super intense, Chef Julian Slowik. When they arrive on the island, things feel off. The guests are greeted by Elsa, the head hostess, who's polite, but also kind of robotic and intense. She gives everyone a tour of the island, showing off the minimalist, almost clinical spaces where the food is sourced and prepared. Margot starts asking questions, noticing things don't feel right, but Tyler brushes it off. He's way too excited to care. The guests are seated, and the dinner officially begins. Chef Slowik enters with a dramatic clap that silences the room. He sets the tone immediately. This isn't just a meal, it's an experience. Each course comes with a speech, and the staff reacts with cult-like precision. The first dish? A beautifully presented plate, with no actual bread. Just dips. It's called the breadless bread plate. Why? Because, according to Chef, bread is for the common man, and none of these guests are common. It's a bold, pretentious move, and some guests are clearly annoyed. But this dish isn't just food. It's a statement about class, privilege, and who gets to enjoy luxury. Margot, once again, stands out by questioning the whole thing. Before the first course is even served, Elsa lays down one very specific rule: no photos of the food. Tyler immediately ignores her and sneaks a photo anyway. He's obsessed with showing off, more focused on capturing the moment than actually understanding it. Meanwhile, Margot watches all of this with growing suspicion. She can tell something's not right. Chef Slowik presents a course called the tortilla. It's an incredibly thin tortilla with an engraving of the faces of the guests, a personalized touch that immediately makes things more unsettling. But the vibe is shifting. It's not just about food anymore. The third course drops like a bomb. It's called the mess. One of the kitchen staff is brought out, and in front of everyone, he shoots himself in the head. Margot breaks away from the chaos and directly confronts Chef Slowik. She asks him the question that's been on everyone's mind. Why are you doing this? Slowik, who's been so controlled and methodical throughout the evening, finally lets his guard down. He reveals that his passion for cooking has been tainted by years of serving the wealthy and entitled. The guests, he says, have no idea what true art and food mean. They've destroyed his love for it, and now they must pay. As the night reaches its terrifying climax, Margot becomes the focal point of Chef Slowik's plans. She's the only guest who's been questioning the entire evening, refusing to just sit back and accept her fate. As the night reaches its terrifying climax, Margot becomes the focal point of Chef Slowik's plans. She's the only guest who's been questioning the entire evening, refusing to just sit back and accept her fate. Margot finally confronts Chef Slowik one last time, asking him if this is all really necessary. In an intense showdown, Slowik reveals that she's the only one who doesn't belong. She's not rich or entitled like the others. In the final scene, we see Margot safely on the boat, watching the restaurant burn in the distance. The rich, entitled guests are left to face their grim fate, consumed by the flames.